Okay, so that's the course outline. Again, let's see si je ferme ça ici. Oh, get out of here. Maybe it's just comme ça. Okay, so this it's in Moodle on top here, and then I'm gonna post like class 1, what we see today. I'm gonna post after the class, so you can always go back, see it. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna talk about so c'est clair, it's clear. Are we going to work? First assignment, I'm going to do the demo somewhere everybody can, and we can meet each other at least once. Yes. So I have all the equipment that I could bring. So the equipment that you can use for these assignments. So you know, I'll give you some tricks that I use. So how to use different stuff. It might be practical for you. Then you form a team of 2. And then you're going to do your location scouting. Because yeah, in this class, what's really important? Oh, okay. In this class, what's really important? It's to be prepared. So okay, that's what I was talking in the beginning. Since you have like a certain amount of time allocated to do your shoot, but now it's gonna be only for the first shoot. But even for every shoot, like your models or the people you're photographing, like won't be there for the entire day. So you need to work fast. You need to be quick. So you need to be organized. And now I'm gonna. Do you see me or you only see this, guys?
No, we see you both.
Okay, you see me. So you see me within this frame?
No, you're like on the. Well, for me, you're on the side.
Okay. Do you see other people or you just see me?
Yeah, I see other people.
Ok, cool.
I see everyone.
Cool. Parfait. J'ai jamais assisté à un Zoom, je sais pas. Okay, so okay. So you need to work fast. In order to work fast, you need to be prepared. So each time we're gonna shoot, we're gonna make a pre-production plan. Okay, so this is like a one-pager, something super like precise. We'll show you what it is. We have to go up from here. We have to go here. I'll show you this one. Okay, that's what it. So it's super simple, but it's complete. Okay, so you need to have like inspiration images. Then you have to have your lighting diagram, which you put your lights how it's going to be. So the setup, equipment that you need. If you need to bring like lens, tripod, how many tripods, light diffusion, everything, tailoring cut. So you have everything. So you don't forget anything. When you leave, you check that you have everything. Digital Polaroid, this is like your location scouting, where you're going to shoot. So you took pictures of where you're going to shoot. So you know what's in there. Is there a window? Is there like neon on the ceiling? Is there like any other kind of source of lighting that is there that might affect your photographs? So it's really important to have this. It's like 15% of each assignments. That's, it counts for 15% of each assignment. So you send this to me prior to your shooting date, okay? So you have to produce this prior to your shooting date, which means that you need to go location scout. So they go to the location, document, and see where you're going to shoot before the day of the shoot. You go back home, you meet the person you're going to shoot, you see a space. If it's a painter, you look at space, you see her, okay, Mia, okay, we're going to shoot this day. We'll take some picture. Okay, we're going to do it. Maybe this, maybe there, maybe there. You go back home. Then you choose, okay, I'm going to shoot there with that kind of lighting. So you create a diagram and stuff, okay? And inspiration, for inspiration, what I suggest you, let's say like now it's industrial portrait, like she decided to put industrial portraits. What I suggest you is like not use, like maybe you can use one industrial portrait for the framing, but use inspiration, like maybe 2 to 4 images that are like for different reason. It's not because I don't want you to copy these, you know. I want you to be inspired by these. So it can be like a, I don't know, Picasso painting with some color because the color palette you love. It can be architecture photograph because you like the lines and the angle that the person took, you know. So you think it's gonna be nice to shoot low angle and you have this perspective in this environment where you shoot the person, you know. So you know what I mean by inspiration? I mean, like, it can be anything, but not just only, you know, what you're going to shoot. So dig further, like dig in other fields of photography. It can be even some food because you like I don't know, the composition, the shapes in the image, and you want to bring it some of this in your portrait. So always in your inspiration, you like look vast, look with something that inspire you, images that inspire you, and you put it together. Okay, suggest you look at painters, look at other arts like sculptures, look architectural photography, other stuff. It's important. Even like look at like I don't know, like comment on appelle ça, the like video, not video installation, but the performance, you know, dance. You can look even at dancers, like to see some pose, different like pose. If you're working with a model, like even with a subject, to some angle, some pose. Okay, so really search your inspiration everywhere. And the lighting diagram. So you can find, like, I will post like this. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have these some little diagrams. You did diagrams in ALP1, yeah. So you just put the lights and the like reflector bounce or whatever. So it's important. So this class is really interesting because you work with available light and flash. So the same tool, you can use it like for the flash or for the available light, like a diffusion, a reflector, you know. You can use it with for the flashlight or for the available light. So it's really, these tools are really important. Okay, I will bring as much as possible when we go do the first demo, so I can show you what we can do with these and which one you can take outside. So really important. Every assignment before the date of your shoot, you have to give me this document. It's really important. Okay, we're gonna look at some reference. I have like some reference here, but let's say maybe student reference after we look at student reference. So this is, I don't know, I'm not sure what it is, but it's like, yeah, some references that I found. I think it's interesting. You know, composition. I think it's nice. You know, there's just graphically the color palette, but you know, pose, you know, there's a big research in the pose and the composition and the color. So that's interesting. And then like this, another one. Interesting. Textures, the line, you know. So even if you shoot outside, you can bring a piece of fabric to put behind the character. You can, or a piece of wood or something, material. So you can reshape the environment if you want, you know. It's always interesting. This school, lighting school. So this you can achieve with a flash, you know. So the sun lights the highlight here, and in the front you can focus your flash on one subject, you know. You can zoom with your flash, you know, you can zoom. and then you can create a nice composition and powerful shots. Again, different things here. I like colors, leading lines. It's not like composition stuff like in PMI. It's not like too. It's interesting to have the foreground and the character and the background, and what's guys graphically interesting. So there's a flash coming in here. You can see the highlight there. Well, the color of the skin, you change it in post maybe. Again, this is cool. Interesting for pair of shoes. Interesting. Again, you can achieve this with flash only. So you have the available light and your flash. Again, this one's just a product. It's interesting with the mist or the little rain with the flash. Highlights all the little dot and use color gels on the flash for the foreground. So interesting. You see, background is underexposed with the flash, so it's nice. It's nice exposed here. And you have the highlights on the. So I think he has two flash, one color gel like pink and one normal. So that's how he lit this. Interesting portrait. So this is, I don't know what's in there. Maybe it's all this. Yeah, same. Okay. So I'll show you some. Okay. We didn't look at the first assignment, huh? Yes? We didn't look? Okay, we're gonna look to this. So that's the first assignment. Assignment 1. So it's outdoor, portrait photography. So produce a series of 3 images, including a product. Okay, so you need to have a product. The product can be I don't know, clothing, a pair of jeans, shoes, a bag. It can be whatever, a ball, or it can be a fruit. It can be whatever. You choose the product, but you need to include it in one of the 3 images, or maybe 2. Maybe you can do one close-up of the product and 2 portraits, one with the product, one without, or whatever, a wide shot. So you need to work a series of 3 images that works well together. Okay. What I would really like you to do is like even to display the 3 images all together on a PDF or something. So you deliver me your 3 images alone, and you give me like a composition with your 3 images. I'll show you some example after that. So produce and photograph an outdoor portrait mixing available light with 1 flash plus simple light tools like scrim, reflector, diffusion, whiteboards, foam boards, things that I don't know if you know all this, but I'll show you at the first demo what you can use. Photograph a second portrait using only non-electronic light tools like scrim, gym, and reflector. So this one you have a flash, this one you don't have a flash, but you can use the reflector and diffusion boards and whatever. So you can use this and photograph the product that's in relation with the 2 portraits. So the product shot can be a single product shot because you put the product in one of these 2 or in the 2 shot, I don't mind, and then you do just the product shot, okay, with the flash and available light. So apply exposure, depth of field, color, shutter speed notion as a singular approach to emphasize the subject in composition, creating a mood in your photograph. Apply basic composition techniques. Control your techniques like shutter speed, sync speed, polarizer, ND to be able to get details in the highlights and shadows. So produce a product shot referring to the portrait, be able to use it in a diptych. You know, diptychs like two images together. Like this one's you can see is a diptych. So be able to make a composition with your three images. Maybe one can be full page, and then you can have this one and the product shot like in small. I'll show you different example graphically how you can manage it. So part one, pre-production plan and research, that's at 15%. So you create the preparation document that will guide you and your team to produce your series of images, because that's what it is. I really ask you to do it on one page, but for the first assignment, you can, since you're gonna do 3 pictures, you might do 3 small diagrams. So it can be on 2 pages, I don't mind. But for assignment 2, 3, and 4, 1 page. So basically, it's like what we do when we come to a shoot. You give this page to your assistant, people that work with you, I don't know, makeup artists, whoever works with you on your shoot, and he can really, really quickly, you know, catch what you're going to do, how it's going to feel, and how you're going to shoot. So it's really, really handy to everybody. So the assistant can start like pulling out the gear, setting up the shots. You know, it's really, really important that you do this, because since you shoot on location with people, like you need to work fast. So you want as much time as possible with your subject, you know, with your character, or with the person you're photographing. It's really important that you have a good connection with that person. So that's why I really encourage you to work in teams of 2, because if you're there with somebody, the other person can like put out the tripods and, you know, start prepping the gear while you don't lose contact with your models or the person you want to photograph. You know, you create a relation. You're not stressed because you need to put this up. No, prepare. You're all stressed because you do everything alone. You relax. If you relax, the person in front of you will be relaxed, and you have a more chance to do a great picture, you know, a great portrait. So that's why be prepared and use somebody to help you out. And like that person needs to know what to do. So you need to talk. So like in photography, if you want to succeed, like unless you do only like tabletop and, you know, food or whatever objects, they don't talk, you know, they cannot complain, they're hungry or something. So you can do whatever you want, you have time. But when you work with people, it's really important that you develop some skills of like talking to people, asking for what you need to the people you're working with, you know, like you have to know what you want, what you have to do, and you need to ask, you need to talk to people. So you can stay fresh and relaxed with your model or character. So, okay. The pre-production here, using your camera and classmate as model, compose several Polaroids of possible location for your shoot. You can just take if there's somebody with you, cool, you can see the dimensions of the foreground or the background or whatever if you want to shoot somewhere. But if you don't have anybody, just shoot where you want to photograph, where you want to shoot. So you need to create a very detailed lighting diagram, like I showed you. I'll post these example anyway, so you have few examples of lighting, like pre-production document. So that's it. Position of camera, you know, main light, position of the sun. So you need to know where it's going to be the sun when you're going to shoot. So when we go for the demo, well, you check out, okay, are you going to shoot in the morning or in the afternoon? Because in the afternoon, the sun won't be at the same place that in the morning. That might change whether you want to shoot this background or this background, you know? So you really need to pay attention to these details. That's it. Make a list of equipment. So yeah. On your sheet, on your pre-production plan, you can even like talk about depth of field. You want to shoot with a small aperture, you know, open like aperture, like small depth of field, because you want like the CT in the background appear like in a shade or blurry or whatever. So you can develop a little bit on what you want to achieve. So if you do this, it will help you to choose the right equipment to be able to achieve what you want to do. It's going to be clearer, as clear as your like image when you start doing your shoot, the better it's going to be. Even if you don't do this at the end, you're going to be so like secure and safe, and you're going to have the equipment, you're going to manage the situation. If it starts raining or something, you're going to be able to react properly, you know. So that's it. 3 lighting diagrams for the 3 shots. Include a reference mood board document, 3 to 5 images. So yeah, it can be representing, one can be representing the cropping, one the colors, yeah, textures, different things. Part 2. This is like the 3 images. They have 20% for each images and 10% for the overall field, like the 3 images together, how it comes out with all the 3 images together. So I'm looking for proper technical execution, your personal style. I like when you're creative. Composition, technical camera ability, lighting control. Okay, so you need to do your lighting diagram and your, yeah. So the date of shoot, I think, is September 26th. So you have to email this before September 25th. So this is it. Oh, there's an error. Gear might want to use light meter, silver disc, gray card. There's these things, but for sure you have more. So just put a small list there, but you can bring whatever you need to bring. So there's the Godox, yeah, 600 to 200. I'll show you the demo the 200. You have nice accessories to put on, and 600 too. The Godox are really, really handy. Like, even if you want to buy, if you want to start shooting with this cool Godox, maybe you can buy afterwards. It's not expensive, and you have a lot of like what's cool compared to our speedlight that we have. See, we have a lot of like lights, light modifier that you can put on. Like even the small 200, it's really interesting what you can do with it. So I don't know. Did you use the Godox 200 yet in ALP1? Somebody, did you use that? No, nobody used the Godox. So I'll show you how to use it.
We only use it for photos.
You only use the Pro Photos? Okay. But
I
Godox?
have the Godox 200.
Yeah. Who's that?
Suki.
Suki. So it's cool the way you can like you can put even like a beauty dish. You can put many things on this small light. It's really, and it's small. It's easy to carry on, you know. So I'll show you at the demo. I really like this. So yeah, this is the final, like, send this. I really like you to pay attention to write properly. Like deliver your file exactly like this, please. So everybody's the same, because otherwise it might get lost. Like if it's not written the same, like it comes up there, and sometimes I have hard time to find. I lose some pictures, and you have to send it back to me, and it takes more time. So try really to write the good titles for each shot. Okay. So that's it. I put a link here to the Pinterest. We're gonna go see that. I don't know if it's going to go. Or maybe it's there, but okay, it's there. Oh no, it's not there. So I'll open my, it's here. Okay, let's look at that. So this is like, yeah, you can look at it. It's on the assignment sheet. Different stuff. Okay, I want to discuss maybe some stuff with you for different reason. So this is cool. Like as a diptych, you have like a wide shot, and then you have like the product. So it can be interesting. Let's say you have another shot, you can even like put it here in small, or you can put it on another page. I'll show you some student example after. You know, that's what I mean. Like if this, you can use that kind of stuff as a reference, you know. Let's say you wanna, you know, okay, you're gonna crop like this. So it can be a reference, even if your shot is not like this, but okay, maybe you're gonna do a wide shot, maybe you're gonna do a vertical shot, and maybe a little, like a small, like parts of product shot like this, and you're gonna compose like this. So, you know, so I give you this because me, I'm doing it when I shoot. Like I like to do the mise en page, even if I'm not a graphic artist. It's my picture, and I like how it's displayed this way. Maybe somebody better than me will do a better job display the picture, but I don't mind. It's a good exercise that you do it, because like even as a photographer, you need to develop this graphic eyes anyways for composition, you know, for lecture of the images. So you need to develop your eye, graphic eye. So that's why I put this here as a reference. So yeah, this is like outdoor pictures. Maybe this one is no flash, just available light. And the sun, she's in the shadow. Okay. Again, this one, maybe you have just a board to fill up a little bit the shadow here, because you see there's some details in the shadows, or it can be just a flash, small flash on camera to unblock the shadows. Okay. This is another way. I don't mind if you do stuff like this, you know, for your final composition. You can have a portrait, you can have a product like this shot, or, you know, be creative with the adjustment of your picture altogether. For sure, it will help you to compose your picture in the future, even in one photograph. You know, it's interesting that you play. Check, it's the same thing for display in a page like this, like the rule of third, you know, same thing. Triangle, rule of third, composition, colors, everything that has an impact, you know, you can manage it. So this cool, you see. Again, the flash, you feel the flash, it's blend with the up there. Maybe they use flash for down there. You see it's a bit higher, more exposed than up there. And the angle, really interesting angle, and the motion, the movement of the character. So try low angle, high angle. You know, this is a wide lens, so it deforms and creates this like really nice composition here with triangles. You see, so really good composition. You have like even triangles here. Colors are well, you know, chosen. So this is an example. Like maybe this is like really artsy, but interesting. I don't mind if you do something like this. You know, this assignment, like all the other assignments, you will have a creative shot to do, but in this assignment, you can be creative like through the complete assignment. You know, usually I do it at the end of the class, like I told you, so I let people go crazy. So now you, at the beginning of the class, it's cool if you go crazy at the beginning of the class. So I'll see, okay, what kind of vibe you are, you know, go like do something that you like and explore and experiment. Okay, push the notes. Don't be too corporate. You don't have this assignment. You can be, but you have a product to photograph. Photograph the product properly, but you can play with it. Okay, you can give some different point of views. Same thing, you know, you see it's the same series, same photographer, like low angle. Interesting. You know, they want to emphasize on the hole in the knees. So they decide to shoot like this. Makes sense. Like this, good. I like good composition of the image together. So this is maybe for the socks or whatever. It's interesting. This is cool too. I don't mind even if you do some compositing for this assignment, if you have skills in Photoshop. I'm really open to it. I like it. Image in the image in the image. It's interesting.
Martin,
Yes?
so could it be black and white too?
No, it's a color.
Okay.
So this is black and white, but I want you to use color. Maybe you can use one black and white if you want for this assignment, because the purpose of the ALP2 is really about color balance too. You know, I want you to, control your color balance. So if you give me black and white pictures, there's no, meaning of doing the white balance. So I don't mind even if you put a blue gel and you give a blue side on the character, on the object. I don't mind if you use color gels. This assignment is like I said, it's more creative. So you can mix. If you want a part of some of the image, like let's say you want to, like you would put this image in color and the ends in black and white, I don't mind. You can play with it more with this first assignment. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Play with it. Play with colors. It's good that you play with colors. You notice that, okay, this is warmer, this is cooler. And then after that, if you want to put the shot in black and white because it's cool in the composition, I'm fine with it. Okay? But you're gonna shoot in colors anyway. So you're gonna deliver me 3-shot plus the composition. So do the 3-shot in color, give it to me. And in your final composition, if you feel like putting one of the 3 images in black and white because it emphasizes on the color of the product or something, super. Okay? I would really like it if you do that. So you can do, I'm open to it. But give me your 3-shot in color. So again, this is an example of products. Maybe you have like a full length of somebody's walking, and then you can have just an insert of the detail of the clothing. It's a good product shot if you shoot clothes. So you can make fun composition, creative images. This is like Guy Bourdin. There's a lot of depth of field, so it's really interesting. The lines, you see the composition and the lines, it's really, really nice, strong. If you don't know Guy Bourdin, it's like strong fashion photographer from the 70s. It's amazing. Again, details, again, angles, composition. You work with the character. So Celine, they do clothing, but it's like, they have a peach, like a nature morte. C'est intéressant. So yeah, good action. Okay, again, so put black and white just because what I like here is so you have a foreground. So don't hesitate sometimes like to use, because most of the time we photograph people and stuff like clear without any foreground, but foreground is really, really nice to create depth in your shot, to give dimensions. I like that. So you can do a cutout. It's really interesting. You see the product here is really well done. It's like a nature morte, super simple, like vegetables. And they put the sandal on top with the bracelet. Good composition. If you like to do tabletop stuff, it's really cool. You can do it outside, no problem. So that's interesting as an insert for a close-up. Like you can just available light and like there's a foreground like out of focus and a background, short depth of field, long lens. So it creates this part of the product shot. Imagine you can have the other shots like I don't know, to like somebody in his car or whatever. So it means like okay, it's traveling bag, So think of a concept But anyways, in your reference, you can put campaigns that you kind of like the idea and stuff there as a reference, and then you can put colors and you can put graphic. And so think about the concept, campaign concept, about anything that you would like to do. You know, I really like this shot too. Plus Vanache is really interesting. You know, working with like wide angle, low angle, the colors, it's really nice, well done. And a flash, they might, this one, for this one, they might have a flash, so you have the sky well exposed. So that's what you can do with your flash, you know, you can balance with the sky, so you have details on the sky. Otherwise, if you expose for this, the sky is blown. So you really need to manage your exposure and the balance with the power of the flash. This too, I really like. Interesting composition. Let's say you have like another idea you can do. You can have one picture, and then you can place your character in the foreground. Take a picture and focus. Place your character in the background. Take another picture, and then you can merge the two shots. After that, in your final presentation, you know, you can do stuff like this. You can even like bring the product at some point here. You throw it in the air and then you shoot, so it frees with the flash, and you put it in your final composition. So if you don't move the camera, you can create a multiple shot composition. So some stuff you can do. I'm trying just to give you some ideas, try to inspire you to try stuff. So yeah, this is cool too. Same person, different angle, different portion of something. It's really interesting. I like this too. Like it's like cinema, really cinematic. It's like a portion of a story. Interesting. I really love this composition. The product shot on a bench, you know, just the shoes. But it's really well done. So it might be outside, but you have like a diffusion for the sun above the entire scene, and then maybe a flash through another diffusion to give like this little light coming here, and maybe a reflector for this side. So you have to think about how you want to do things. Another like just simple product shot. Interesting. You have like can do that kind of stuff, like long exposure on a tripod. So if it's an action shot, you create movement, blurry. You can even like use flash, so it's blurry and then you flash. On the demo day, I will show you some stuff like this that you can do. So it's just interesting to have like movement, like simple, bold. See, there's the light on top and there's the light there, so must be a flash there. Maybe two flash for this one. This is interesting too. Wide angle, it's dynamic. Like this one is a good example too. Close up, wide shot. You can make this maybe product. You can put the product here if you want. Yeah, this is cool. You know, action shot like with the, you know, graphic composition. Let's say in your reference you would have put architectural round shapes like this, and you shoot and you go there. It's perfect. You shoot there. So this, you have the sun. It's powerful, and you can put a flash on high speed mode, and so it frees. So you can shoot at like 1,000th of a second, you know, or 1/800th of a second to freeze your character. This simple, interesting composition, you know, leading lines, triangles. Think about that. Again, another one, simple, like composition, different angle of the same thing. This is cool too with the bag. Nice shot. well balanced. You know, put your character not in the middle, put on the third. This is a famous campaign from Diesel, an old campaign. Composition, third. Character, colors. Yeah, shoes. I like to photograph shoes. So this is cool. You see, there's a lot of depth of field because all the background is interesting. So it's big depth of field. You have the cars in the background and stuff. So makes sense. Like retro 50. So it's, if it was blurry, you couldn't see it. Like it wouldn't make sense. I like these two here. It's interesting. The adjustment of the two together.
Can I ask a question, Martin?
Yep.
So it's it's three pictures. Are they supposed to be separate, or are they supposed to all connect as in like they're in a series?
Yeah, it's in a series.
Okay.
So, but the way you dispose it, you do whatever you want, but there's a 10 points for the overall feel. This is for the series of the three pictures. Okay. So that's why put them together in a PDF and put them as most efficient as possible.
Okay.
Because if you let me just know by myself, you give me the three pictures and I'm supposed to guess how it should like all the three together. You know, it's not maybe not the best way to present this to me. You know, the best way is like how you think is the best way.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what's interesting. I'll show you some like students' work after.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, again, this is other stuff. You know, flash, freeze. Sorry, I'm gonna put this one. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Why is like this? Zoom in, sorry. Okay, this I really like too. It's nice. But it's in studio, but it can be outside. I like the way that it's really, really épuré, pure, with only those like the products and the leading lines are like this. But the composition of the two, it's like there's a game between the two images, really interesting. Just trying to give you some hints of like or inspiration. You know, that's nice ways to feature a product here. Like freeze. That's what you can do with the sun outside. It's like there's a lot of light, so you can shoot fast and you can freeze stuff. So you can play with motion and freeze stuff. So you can play with fabrics. You can play with stuff that's can be really nice and freeze in motion. And even like after that, you can do the same shot, but with long exposure. So you put the ND and you expose a long time, so it becomes blurry. And you merge the two of them, and now it becomes really interesting. So you have like the nice pattern, really sharp, and then you have the way the fabric is moving so softly and in motion, and you have like both characteristics. So you know, you give two really nice characteristics to the same product. So think about all the things that you can do with photography to increase the power of your shot or the product that you're shooting. And this is funny. Oh, this is weird. And this is Carl Jeffer from Toronto. Have we seen this? So yeah, you can do like sportswear stuff if you want. Let's say like products. So you can have this one sharp and this one moving. It's interesting. Put them both together. Okay, this one is with flash, maybe super crisp, and this one is available light, like not long exposure, but like 1/50 a second. So the person is like, you can feel the action. And this one is like freeze, so shoot fast and stuff. Maybe they could have used a little bit of flash to be able to bring in some details in the clouds here. So yeah, this is more sportsy if you want to go towards more sports. Je sais pas pourquoi ça sort pas. Ah. If you have a friend that's a Yugi, use him or her. Yeah. Shoe shots to show the soul. Yeah, interesting. You know, short depth of field. You have the foreground and the background is like blurry. It's not important, but you know it's in the forest, so it's interesting. This is an example of the way of shooting here. You know, that's why you have an assistant, you know, he's there, put the light on. This one is on a tripod. There are two, they have two lights. So you have to, and you have to think if you shoot outside too. And you have a, I don't know, you have a beauty dish or a softbox on your flash. This is really catching the wind. So you need the sandbags or you need somebody to hold it. Okay. On my demo, I will show you how I work. I work with somebody holding the stand all the time. It works fast. I can tell my body just, okay, go from the back or lower the light, or super fast. So yeah, this is interesting. This shot, it's like a long exposure, you know, with a flash. So you flash, you have the character, and then you make the character go out, and then you expose for the background for a long time. Can be nice. So this is just like a ND filter with elastic on it. So you see effects you can do here with long exposure with the character. People are standing in and then they move, they stop, they move with long exposure. So with the neutral density filter, you can achieve that kind of shot. Okay. So it's all about experimenting, trying stuff. You know, the technique, experiment. Okay, if I do a long exposure, I want short depth of field, it's sunny, and I want to do a long exposure. How I'm going to achieve that? There's no only way. I have to put an ND filter. So that's what's cool with liquid on fabric when it's frozen in movement. Really nice. So let's say you can have somebody with a coffee flash an available light and have the coffee moving. It's interesting. So this looks like flying, but it's easy. Just jump, freeze the character in the air. Yes, I don't know why it's there. This is funny because there's a pattern of the trees, shadows on the character. And there's some blue, so maybe the photographer use a flash with a blue gel, so it fills up the shadows with some blue cast. Okay, you can do stuff like this. Like we look at the other picture with the rain. You use the some pink on the one flash, so it unblocks the shadow with a color. This, but it's more graphic, you know, just single flash popping in like this. Simple. Okay, going ahead. I like that kind of stuff. That's cool. Flash and long exposure with something that does light at nighttime. It can be a flashlight. It can be I like this because I like the styling. It's really nice. So yeah, Annie Leibovitz portrait outside. Big setups, big flash, big softbox. You know, colors. That's interesting. You have a background. You have the flash pink on the character. It's interesting. You see even her shadow in the back. It comes out green because this is green. Absorb. It's complementary to pink. You know, this is the shoot with Annie Leibovitz up there. I'm gonna just zoom out. This shot. Je peux faire ça comme ça. It looks real. Je reviens. Ah merde. Sorry. It's not always the best way to show things. Ah, on laisse passer, non. But this is other shots, but I want to go to, you see this one. I don't want to go in because it's really long to come back. So now for this, like, really need to use a flash in order to, you can feel the light here, the flash there, so you can have the details on the clouds. I'll show you right after that. I just did the shoot last week with one of my friends' clothing. I'll show you how I did it. So go back here. Again, see action shots, different angle, like from here. Like you have 3 shots here. This, and this. I want to go to Annie Leibovitz setup. Here you go. Here. That's the horse shot. So the background was made like in post. Only the girl like this. It's not even a real horse. They put it after. Put a real horse after in post-production. But see, that's how I work outside. I have my assistant holding the flash like as I want, as I ask, It's really, really, really handy to have somebody working with you. It's fast. So you can move the flash from back to front really quickly. So you can really work with if you know what you're doing, the assistant know how you shoot. And always like here, you see, you have like a big diffusion on top of the set. So if it's sunny, the lights come really softly and opens up the shadows. And then your flash here is becoming the main light. Soft light, big source, really flattering for the character. So
do we have a scrim gym that we can borrow at school?
yes, we do. And you have like even a diffusion, like I think it's 4x6 or something like that, 4x4 or 4x6 or 4x8. It's on. You can mount it and put the diffusion or a reflector or different fabric that you can put on. So again, if you want to work with these, work with somebody. He's gonna help you set it up, hold it, while you shoot. And these, see, is hair blower, so blow the hair of the girl. So, but they exactly know what they're going to do at the end in order to do this shot. So they know they're gonna need a real horse pictures, and so he's gonna sit on the horse. They know the background, so they're gonna put they didn't put a green screen, they put white, okay, because they close cut it in Photoshop after, and they keep the highlights of the white background instead of trying to take out the green. So it's like all like small things that you have to think about when you shoot for compositing. But there's another one here. Interesting. You see, this is like real life. So shooting, she has her octagonal softbox here, a 2 character. And see, she's shooting. Francis Ford Coppola and his daughter, Sofia Coppola. So that's it. Simple. See, the sun is here in the back. You can feel the sun here. Okay. and then she filled with the soft light here, or 2 character. It's not like 20 lights, just 1 light, well framed, good time of the day to shoot this shot. That's it. This is a classical portraits of Annie Leibovitz. Okay, that's it. What I'll do now, I will show you some. I don't know if I have like student left here. Okay, yeah, check it out here. Maybe, okay, let's look at her work. That's Courtney, okay? She did this. Like I said, usually it's on 1 page. But this one is like a bigger assignment because since you have 3 shots to do. So she put where she's going to shoot here. Assistant, you know, she have Adam, one of the other student that came, the model that she used, the equipment list, additional item, because she needs some accessory, you know, she needs like the product. Okay, this is the location scout. She decided where she's going to shoot. When I was doing the demo, she took some picture of the space and she took some reference, so she prepared. But she did like 1 page for each shot. So description, long exposure, you know, she knows what she's doing. Long exposure with the movement, okay, the expressions, the lighting diagram. Shot 2, artificial light portrait. Okay, she did it here. And then the product shot. So she had the reference and the product shot. Okay. And look at her final work. It's pretty tight, I'm telling you. Her final work was that. Here. Do you see? Remember, she has like a long exposure movement shot with the expression. Like she put the bear on instead of the guy. You have the guy shot, the second shot, and the product shot. Okay, so she did like continuous lighting, just available light, so the flash, and the product shot with the flash and the available light mix. Super well done, you know. She did exactly what she wanted. She visualized it, she described it, and she was ready, and she came and she did it within the allocated time. Like she had 2 hours to do it because like usually it's 4 hours and you're a team of 2, so 2 hours each. Boom, she nailed it, you know, perfectly. I'll show you Lofty what he does. I think it's a great assignment. It was from another semester, and I didn't ask to put the picture together for that semester, so it gave me 3 shots. So I'm gonna show you the shots. Maybe if I open them. So that's what it is. This product was the bag, you know, our Arc'teryx bag here. Maybe you don't see because it's like dark a little bit, but you see the bag is here. But I really like the way it worked with the light, you know, the sun, available light. And then you have like, again, the way you put the character in the shadows, there's a flash and the sun mix, and you have the bag again. So it's really graphical compositing. That's what he loves. And then it's really cool here. Freeze with the bird flying. Again, the bag Arc'teryx, you know. So super good work. Enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. I'll try to find on the other hard drive maybe some different works, because now maybe I have some more. Check here. No. Winter LP2. Outdoor. So outdoor, I have this. Let's look at this one. Oh yeah, she did it. So she did the tree picture. I opened her, this is her pre-production plan. So that's our mood board. She wanted to shoot like watermelon, equipment, the location scouting, lighting diagram. Okay, that's it. It's nice. There's not a lot of like precision as like or earn the other student, but still is cool. And look at what she did. Like she did like this, you know, she did a triptych. So she put the canvas of the background is a close-up just of the skin of the watermelon. And you know, the way she photographs is really, it's candid. This is like available light, a flash with available light, and the products, well composed, the color. It was a nice, good assignment. I liked. Just showing new stuff. Philippe, what he did. Okay, Philippe. So this is a good plan too. So subject, a fee, or Karen, you didn't know which one. The idea, you just a phrase to propose what you're going to do. Since it's a campaign or something, it's really interesting. Even if it's not a campaign, if it's a portrait of somebody, let's say if you photograph a guitar player, you say, okay, I'm gonna try to capture the intensity when he's playing a solo or something. So you know that's the guy is gonna have to be in it and stuff. So just write a little sentence of what you want to achieve. It's really interesting. So that's like references, location, setup, equipment, and this tree lighting diagram. Like he's saying which step is going to open, which lens is going to use. And then I'm going to show you this final work. So it just did like presentations really simple like this. Okay. So I gotta use this one, like with the foreground with the character and his boots. Really nice. I like the composition. I like the lighting. You use a close-up of the boots. So I might have said that it's a little bit too dark. Maybe a highlight on the back of the boots instead of here would have been really nice. Or maybe a cool flash here, but put a reflector on top here. So you can define the boots on the black or on the black background. Other thing I might have said is like when you shoot a shoe, like let's say you do a shoe campaign, what the sellers, like people want to see, it's the outside of the shoe, not the inside. It's always better to see outside of the shoe. And now he's showing the inside of the shoe, but here you see the outside, but preferable outside. But the shot, the dynamic is really nice, composition, angle, really nice. And this shot with the flash, action shot to show the soul, it's really nice. Well done. The lines, light balance is really nice. So yeah, you had a good assignment. Cool. I'm gonna show you maybe, yeah.
So I had a question.
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you said it's like two portraits and a product, but do we need to have the product? We don't have to have the product in every picture, do we?
No, you don't have.
And
Unless you have like at least if you have like two like even just inspiring shots and the product at the end, I don't mind, you know. It doesn't have to be in every shot. It doesn't even have to be on the character. It can be aside, it can be, you know, it's really, really open. Okay, but just like try to think like you need to convey the the ambience or the feeling of the product if it's not in the shot, you know. If the product is like I don't know, a gum, you know, that a bubble gum,
Mhm.
just you put the bubble gum at the end, but the two shots is only like like a like the face of like hair freezes in the air, like people flying and another body jumping in the air, falling, and then you have a bubble gum. For me, it's enough inspiring for me to give me the idea of the bubble gum, you know. So it's far-fetched, but you can go that far. I don't mind. Be just creative and do great, amazing shots, you know.
Okay, and also, so the picture that you showed us of the bag,
Yep.
So the second picture, you can only see the guy's nose, and then the third picture, you can't see his face at all.
Yeah.
Is that okay if there's like kind of like a lot of the face missing in one of the portraits, like if it's artistic?
Yes. I want
Okay.
that. I don't really, it's really open. Like it's about like composition efficiency. You know, in these shots that you're talking about, you know that there's a character. The character is not important. The bag is there. The shot is nice. That's what's count, you know.
Okay.
So you can you're reading the image well, you know. You go straight, you see that there's a character, but you go straight to the bag and you see the brand, and the brand is like portrayed as a graphic, strong, you know, brand. That's it works, you know. It
Okay.
works with the three shot works with what he conveyed to the brand. So that's what I like.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. I'm gonna open up here capture one. Hmm. No. Okay, so I need to see what I'm doing here. What I'll do is like I have a friend, she does like clothing, but like since the pandemic occurred, she started doing Max and she made a lot of money. So I had to photograph like the masks. That's not what I like, but we went to go outside to shoot some other stuff. I just want to try to adjust this window. Maybe like this. Okay, like this. Smaller. Attends, je vais faire quelque chose. Sorry.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we shooting the assignment the day of our location class?
Yes, for the first assignment, what I want to do is like first we're gonna go at this place to do the demo,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna come the week after. It's a week after 2 weeks to shoot your assignment. That there. So I want to do the assignment like I used to do like in the other semester, which means like half of the class come in the morning, half of the class come in the afternoon, at the same at the same spot. This will be possible only for the first assignment because it's outside. For the other assignments, you will be on your own. Who's talking?
It was me, Jazz.
Hello, Jazz.
So then we go back the next week
Yeah.
with you or on our own?
No, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there. I want to be there. That's why it's the only time I can be there while you're doing your assignment. So I will give you as most as possible like advice since I'm there, you know. And you'll be in pairing in team of 2.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. But I will talk about it more like when we do
Wait,
the demo.
so every assignment you're gonna be there?
No, c'est ça que je dis. Only for the first one because it's outside. It's in a vast area, so I'll be able to be there with you. For the other ones, you'll be on your own.
All right. Got you.
Okay. So let's say for this shot, you see here, like I shot this last week something. So the sky was really nice. So I didn't want to lose the sky. So I only had like one light, one flash, and I use it to light my subject. So it was here, and I light the subject. So maybe I'll show you stuff. This. So because I really wanted to have like the details in the clouds, you know. So I use my. This was a Godux with like the beauty. I think it was the small Godux, the 200 with the little softbox. So. And I wanted to have like some movement because there's some hanging things here that I wanted to show. So that's how I use like my flash, you know. Like I show you like even this. So it's moving, and I have details in the sky. So that's why it helps to use the flash to be able to get these details in the skies. Okay, I'll show you other stuff here. Let's say this one, you see, I can have the light coming here. Like I could have details in the sky. It's just like sometimes it's just a little light, you know, that help you to achieve having your sky, your details in the sky. And with the Godux, you can like sync with higher speed. So it's sharp. It's not too blurry. So it's, I don't know, dramatic. For this shot, it suits to have dramatic lighting and movement and motion. Just one flash. So
You have one flash.
Yeah.
What was it?
Just one flash here.
You don't even like you know it's there, but it's not like you can feel it.
No, because it's balanced with my lighting, my overall lighting.
Yeah.
You know, c'est sûr que ça paraît. C'est comme even there, c'est subtil. And I balance my shot after, and like when I play with the settings here with when I develop it. But for sure, it shows more in the first shot that I showed you.
Professional work.
Here, it showed more here that we have flash, you know. It showed, but it could be the sun, you know.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It could be a cloud cover everywhere, and the sun coming at, you know, sunset coming from there with a warm light. So it can be like this. So I don't know if you guys use Premiere. Do some of you use Premiere or no?
When I have to.
Only when you have to. It's a really nice tool to use whenever you can, like all the time. For sure, shooting trigger, it's amazing because like you see the shots right away. But when you're on location like this, to shoot trigger, it means like more crew, you know, and it's somebody that takes care of the computer. So there's some setup that you can have. You can put a computer on a tripod with a hood, so you can see well the screen, and you can shoot trigger and stuff. When it's really when you shoot for composition, from compositing, even if you shoot outside, you really want to try to have your computer so you can, you know, you can see what you're doing live and make sure the shot is okay with the shot you want to compose with, you know. So for sure you shoot with capture. Outside you shoot on card. Like again me, I shoot on my cards. I don't look at my picture on my screen. I look on my picture on my screen if the composition is good. But I look at the histogram. I see if I have details in the highlight. I see if I have details in the shadows. Really important. Look at the histogram all the time. Infos, look at your picture, because if you only look at the picture on your screen, you don't know if you have details in the shadows and in the highlight. So you have to really learn how to read your histogram. So you see that you're sure that you're okay. You're going to develop the shot, and you have a lot of latitudes to play with the highlights and the shadows. You know, like let's say I shot like this, but I knew I could play with the shadows and the highlight afterwards. I play, but it doesn't move, but I don't know why it's slow. You see my histogram up there?
Yes.
Shadows, highlight. There's a nice histogram, it's full, okay? I can play with it after. If I can like open up the shadows, I have details in the shadows. See? Now what I did, I closed the highlight because I wanted my sky. But I knew from my histogram on my camera that I have details. I bring back the highlight here. You see? So I have details on my sky. I don't lose my sky. I can even like bring it more details in the sky, more dramatic, okay? And balance my shadow if I want more details in the shadow. And then after I can burn if I want to keep the mood. So I have latitude. I can play with my shot, and I can bring.
Where was that?
What do you mean?
Well, where did you shoot this?
Oh, it's on Memphrey Magog Lake.
Ah.
Yeah. So you see, it's really important that your histogram is full, like you complete, like details, shadows, and highlights. That's why you use the flash. If I didn't use the flash here, it would be dark. I don't know if a shot where the flash didn't trigger. Maybe I have one. Maybe not. Maybe this one. See? The flash didn't trigger, so it's like can kind of give me a. You can feel just the light coming from the back and from here. So it's not the same. So you need to blend. Here it triggers, you see? So make sure you can. And then I wanted to talk about another thing. It's like in the shot I showed you.
I have a question.
Yep.
Are you using a high-speed sync thing, or
Yes.
Okay, because I see your like information underneath, and it says like 1/640 and something. So
Yes, that's it. High speed sync. You can do this with the Godox. With the Godox in school, you have the Godox trigger. So for Canon or for Nikon. So you put the Godox trigger on your camera. You can put your Godox far away, and then you can control the intensity from on top of the camera. Super well, works well. You see this, like you can use like foreground, create dimension with the trees, so it becomes more majestic. It's interesting to use the foreground. See, it's dramatic. So you have this big tree in the foreground and like detail in the background. Again, I did with this one. You see, I couldn't like avoid this one. Okay, I decided to keep it in the foreground because it creates this like shape to my character. So like again, like this shot, but this shot is only like available light, no flash really. But the triangles.
This one's nice.
You see the triangles, like thank you. Just the composition, the triangle, and then my character.
I really like how the whites bring out the like her outfit.
Yeah.
It's really well done.
That's why we choose is that, you know, because there's a green like spot and a green spot on her and stuff. But I need to work the picture more, so bring back a little bit of the green stuff. I need to work them. It's not work. It's just only like in the development phase. So I don't know if Patricia asked you to use Capture in Studio or no?
Like we were shown how to use Capture. We haven't used Capture one, at least for us.
But did Patricia ask who told you that you're going to use Capture in our studio class?
No.
No?
She showed us a little bit, but like at the end of the day, she said you can use whatever. You can use Lightroom if you want.
Okay. Anyways, if you shoot, oh, you won't be able to use the computer, huh? In school? No?
Yeah, why not?
No, they told us to bring our laptops.
Why? The question de COVID, I don't know, you cannot use, you have to bring your laptop.
I saw people using laptops, well, computer schools.
No, you cannot. You can just use
School computers, well, computer school computers.
Yeah, I know, but you just can use your laptop, I think, because of the COVID thing. Anyways, if you guys have a chance to download and like operate on Capture, I really suggest you to, because it's really it's the professional tool, you know. I don't know like any professional on shoots, like all the people I'm working with in the studio, we all use Capture. We don't use Lightroom to shoot. We shoot on Capture directly, and we process everything and develop on Capture. So if you can get it, maybe you can have a discount as a student. I don't know how it works, but it would be really nice for you to learn how to use it, because you can do it even when you shoot, like for let's say for compositing, you can even like already like superimpose. You can put your shot here and then you shoot and you see superimpose already, so you see if you're matching the angles and stuff. I'll try to give you an example. If I put a shot here, wait a second, I'll just like, let's say I put this one. Oh, okay, it's a big one, but let's say fishy. And then you can blow it like this. And you can like opacity. So you can see our match. Like let's say I would match this guy with her. I don't know. You see? So it's really practical to work with Capture. So yeah, that's it. Other question? I don't know if I cover everything.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
When we're shooting our first assignment, are we allowed to bring models if we have people that we want to shoot?
Yeah. There's no problem. Yeah, you can come with your model if you want.
Okay.
But for sure, you have to come with your model, or you're gonna shoot like the other student you're working with. But I really encourage you to work with people, photograph people all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I wasn't sure if you were making us shoot only the students or if we were allowed to bring other people. That's why I was asking.
No. I really suggest you photograph other people.
Okay.
It's gonna help you to get known out there, because you photograph somebody, and if it's a model, it's good for you, for your portfolio, for your name.
Mm-hmm.
And plus it's really important that you communicate with people, so talk to people, say, okay, come, I will take a portrait of you, convince people to do stuff, to do expression,
Mm-hmm.
action stuff. So you guys really need to work with people, talk to people. That's a skill you need to develop as a photographer. You need to communicate, and don't be shy. And to avoid the shininess, you just like have to be prepared. If you're prepared, you won't be shy. You'll be comfortable. You will master what you're doing. So from first assignment, try to bring people in.
Cool. Thanks.
Cool.
So for the materials
Yep.
for that first assignment,
Yep.
do we come with our own, or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Like at the demo, what I'll do, I'll bring all the things that you can take out from the equipment room.
Uh-huh.
So I'll show you how it works, what you can do and stuff. I will like do a proper demo of the gear. And so after you can put what you want on your equipment list, you know. I'll make a list available for you of all the gears that I'm going to explain. So after that, you can just take, okay, I want two C-clamp or micro clamp. I need two sandbags, two metal stands, one small, one tall, you know. And then you
Okay.
can send your list to Philippe, so you can prepare the stuff when you get it.
And then on the day, because you said you were gonna be here on the first for the first assignment. So on the day that we're shooting, we bring the materials, and you're gonna be there, right?
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find a location near Dawson, so it's not far, so to bring the equipment in and out.
So we're not going to Mon Frère Magog. Come on.
No, I don't have a bus yet. I could have like a budget for a big tour bus. I would bring you like in Iceland.
It's about time.
Yeah, I know. Next semester, I'll ask for budget, but you'll be in the next other class. But yeah, I'll try to find a spot near Dawson because I know we cannot shoot on Dawson ground because they don't want. I don't know why, but they don't want. So yeah, they don't want. So I'll find a place like nearby to do it, and we'll do it there. And or we're gonna manage something. I'm gonna sort everything out for the demo, so you will know everything.
All right.
So okay, some of you give me your thoughts of like the class that you just had, please.
I have a last question.
Vero, yay!
About the document we need to submit the day before the shoot,
Yeah.
will we have like a reminder of what we need to include in this, like on Leah or?
But everything that I talked today
Yeah.
will be on Moodle.
Okay.
In class number 1. So you have access to the student example document for pre-production. You have their work as an example. You have like the Pinterest. You have everything that I talked about. So you can always refer to this. Other? What do you think of the class? Is it going to be fun or?
Yes, I'm excited.
Jazz? Who's excited?
Yeah, it was me, Jazz.
Yeah, because I don't see you.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. Steven?
Yeah.
Say something.
I'm wondering, because you know how we're brainstorming like an idea for our shoot, but then if you're picking the location, how does that work? Like, do we know the location?
No, but we're gonna go on location for the day of the demo.
Also, we'll know the location.
Yeah, you'll be on the location, and the day of the demo,
Yeah.
you're gonna do your location scouting. So you're gonna take photograph of the area that you would like to shoot.
Okay, perfect.
You're gonna know where's the sun at what time of the day.
Okay.
And qu'est-ce qui se passe, Ted? C'est électrique. So you're gonna know everything like on this day of the shoot, and then you're gonna be able to do your production plan. It's the best. I think it's the best way to start because I'm here with you, so we start on the good path.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
not alone, so you're there. I can answer question and help you out with things. So.
Okay, great.
Anybody? There's missing some people, huh?
Sorry, I have a question.
Who?
If we can't be there for
Who's this?
Tanya.
Tanya, hello, Tanya. If you cannot be there
for the day that you had I think it's the 26th that you have for the location shoot.
Yeah.
What if we can't be there?
But if you cannot be there, you can go another time. But you have to go to deliver the shot for the date you have to deliver it. So you can go another time. Me, it's just because I want to be there for you. I want to be available for you if you have questions. That's why I want to push to be there outside with you. anyways, for the other classes on the other semester, I was always there the day of the assignments, you know, just to support you, to help you, to give you hints how to do things and stuff. But if I'm not there, it's just like you're missing my presence. It's really too bad for you that you have to go on your own time and do it.
Okay, but we do have to keep the same location though.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
It's going to be the only assignments we all share the same location. All the other assignments, it's on our own. Like compared to the other semesters, all the assignments were on the same location except for the industrial assignment. So now you're lucky, you're on your own for 3 assignments instead of only 1.
Okay.
Lucky because of the pandemic, because otherwise I would be there all the time.
All right, Martin. So we have one class, one demo, and then another class we shoot the assignment, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're all shooting at the same time?
Half of the class will come in the morning, half of the class will come in the afternoon.
And that's gonna be a Saturday, right?
Yeah, and you have to be in team of 2, in pair.
In the class, okay, cool.
Okay, so you team up with somebody, so you can make the team before, contact each other, or you can make the team the day of the demo. The day of the demo, say, okay, Tanya, I'm gonna be with Eduardo, Anita, Jero.
Okay, so wait. So we absolutely need someone in the class to be on a team with us. It's not like I can bring, because I was thinking, so we're gonna shoot each other.
No, you can bring a model, but you have like Felix working with you, helping you out with your lighting, and when you're done, you help Felix with his lighting. You know?
Cool.
What if you want to work alone?
If you want to work alone, you can
work alone, man.
You can work alone.
I don't like anybody here.
It's cool because you don't like me either.
Okay, you don't like anybody, so you can work alone. So you need to manage your stuff, man.
Okay.
You can bring somebody that you want if you want help. Like
no, I'm just joking. I just kind of work better alone.
I'm sure you like somebody. There's a lot of.
No, I love everybody here. I was just joking. I actually love everybody.
No.
Sorry, how are we deciding who gets to go to the demo?
On the other assignment, on the other demos.
Yeah, like because we have a demo first and then we're doing the shoot.
Yes.
How do we decide that?
I don't know. I will ask you who wants to come to the next demo. I will ask you the day of the lecture. Because now for the first one, everybody's going to be there at the demo. But for the next demo, since it's inside, I need a small amount of people. So that's why I want to be like 5 person, okay? So I will ask you the day of the lecture number 2, who wants to come to this demo? And then I'm gonna pick 5 persons.
Okay, so for the first one, we can all be there because it's outside.
Yes, that's why.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
that's why that's an advantage that we can use, you know.
Okay.
Only for the first one, everybody's there. For the other ones, it's 5 persons. So I will ask you, okay, who's available to come on Saturday, and you tell me, and pick 5 person and or 6 or whatever. It depends of the where I'm going, and you're gonna help me doing my demo. I'm gonna use you. You're gonna film. You're gonna participate. So you're gonna learn some stuff at the same time. And there's 3 demos, so everybody has a chance to come to another demo with fewer people. Cool.
Can I ask a question about the demo, like the other ones?
Yep.
So regarding the other demos, and you know how you're only gonna have like around 5 to 6 students.
Yep.
Are you gonna be still filming the class? Like, are we still gonna have a Zoom meeting?
No, that's it. We won't have a Zoom meeting. I'm gonna film the demo and I'm gonna post it on Moodle after, so you can watch it. And
okay,
like I said, if you have question after that, you can just email me and I can make a Zoom with you and I can answer your questions. And I'll post our questions on Zoom, and everybody can see the question and we can share everything. Is it clear?
Yes, but wouldn't it just be more convenient because if you have like those 5, 6 students come in, but also have like a Zoom video going on at the same time?
Maybe, but it might not work well. You know, I can try, but it might not work well because like maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it can be, the Zoom can be on a phone and the student can like film me, but I'm gonna work, you know, I'm gonna do some stuff. Maybe we can try. It depends where we're at. If I'm somewhere there's Wi-Fi, if you know, there's so many factors that I prefer not to, like I prefer just to be safe and film the demo and make it available after that, because otherwise if I go try it and go to Zoom, the Zoom crash and stuff, and people are there, and I'm kind of, it's not the most efficient way, I think, from my little experience that I have with the Zoom remote system. Now it's cool, like at my place or in school, I'm plugged in the computer to have like the internet. It's okay, but on the phone outside, I'm not sure it's gonna work.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll let you know. I'll do a technical like scout, like myself, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. Other questions? People? No? We good? Good. You want to go do other stuff? We don't take breaks, huh? So it's it. We finish earlier. Hey, you have other questions? Anyways, whenever you have question or feeling like talking to me, write me email. Like some of you guys already did. Don't hesitate.
I think it's just weird because for some of us, the whole process of I was gonna say working from home, but like going to school, having like being homeschooled,
Yeah.
whatever we call this,
Homeschool.
is just like new and stuff, and we haven't gone through the whole procedure yet with Dawson. So I think like a lot of it's gonna be a lot of it is gonna be we're gonna learn a lot of how we're gonna work by doing it. If
Yeah,
that makes any sense.
like me myself, like I don't know exactly what I can and cannot do.
Yeah,
I'm proposing stuff, and I have to validate stuff, but from what they told me, that's what I plan for the class. You know, I have to adapt my class with the limitation that I have. For sure, me, I'm like a people guy. I like people. I like to see people, like contact and stuff. For me, it's weird to work from remotely. You know, I feel like I'm on a TV show or something. So like I don't like to be. I like I like to be behind the camera, not in front, not in fucking front all the time. But yeah, I need to adapt myself. So I try to do my best. Hopefully, I can transmit you my goal as a teacher. My goal as a teacher is really like not to teach you something. Really, I don't want to teach you stuff. I want to be. I want to try to be inspiring for you. So I want to try to show you stuff, inspire you as much as I can. Being remote, it's tough. I'm trying to show you stuff like remotely. I'm not there to, so you can see the passion in me, like in my body. But I'm trying to, as much as I can, transmit it to you. That's my goal as a teacher. My main goal. My goal is not to teach anybody. You can teach me stuff. I can teach you stuff. It's not the main goal. My goal is really to inspire you to continue and like exploring and discover what you can do with the photography. So and I like what you do. You know, I want you to like what you're doing, and you fulfill yourself with what you're doing. I'm trying to push this in you. Hopefully, we can go towards this semester, and you can continue on this path for a few years. That's the way I approach the teaching. So,
hopefully.
But I know a lot of stuff, so you can ask me question. I know like a bunch of stuff, technical stuff. Maybe it's not. Maybe I won't teach you what you want to learn, but if you want to learn something, ask me, and I will tell you what I know. I'll try to show you this. Okay? Don't like always ask me. Don't be shy. If you're shy in person on Zoom, write me an email. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy thinking that I'm gonna meet you in person like real soon.
I'm gonna have to put on pants.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. We're all like naked at the bottom, huh, guys?
I'm
So
pretty
we all
sure.
have to put some belts. Okay, so see you next week on, I think it's only next week, PMI. We have 2 classes. Try to get Adobe Premiere for these classes. Please. It's gonna be more.
Sorry.
Yep.
After Effects, okay as well. I have Premiere, but I prefer working in After Effects.
Oh, if you're good on After Effects, cool. But me, my class, I give it on Premiere. So everything I'm going to show, the example, the way, the things you can do, I'm going to show on Premiere. So
Okay, I have both, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter. If you're cool with After Effects, you can do a bunch of stuff afterwards. I don't mind. But if you have Premiere, try to keep it so you can follow me on Premiere.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for being there. I appreciate it.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night. Ciao.
Bye. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.